What's going on YouTube? This is Top Gun Maverick Pilot here in DCS World, and today I'll be talking about friend or foe. A couple of weeks ago I was flying on a multiplayer server game. While I was spawning on a friendly airfield, I noticed that there were a couple of AWACS and tankers across the other side of the map. So what I want to do is fly from one end to the other. However, that was impossible due to the fact of the fuel quantity. So what I need to do is fly from one end of the map to the middle where the last friendly airfield was at, refuel, and take off, I should say, and go around and attack the AWACS and enemy tankers. So that was my plan. So it took me a while to fly from one end of the map all the way to the middle, refuel, and go back to my mission. However, I noticed that there were some aircrafts coming in quickly, enemy aircrafts, while I was refueling in the middle of the map. So what I did was I took off, went behind the bandits on its 6, but I got shot down. I got shot down by my own. It was a friendly fire.
These guys are less than 5 miles out. I need to go and leave. Come on. Oh, he crashed. I know he did. And this guy's coming right for him. We gotta go. Alright, I see the taxi. Alright. There you go. Quest takeoff. Left is cleared. Right is cleared. Here's the runway. Alright. Let's go. Damn, this is after these guys, dude. Go ahead and do the special thrust. Alright. Instruments on the green. Airspeed alive. And taking off. Alright. There we go, I got him. That was the other guys? No. No, that's the other guys. I see my friendly. Come on. I gotcha, babe. You're screwed. Got him.
Left engine fire.
What the fuck?
Right engine fire. EOS failure. MLWS failure. ECM failure. ACS
You fucking
failure.
idiot. You gotta be kidding me.
Hydraulics failure.
So, dumbass Coda team killed. Please get banned.
So I decided to make this video. Here's the proper steps about not to do and what to do to prevent friendly fire. First, read the briefing. Read the fucking briefing. That's the first important thing. Is to understand the battlefield, where's the enemy airfields or the friendly airfields. Quick question. If you saw this on your scan mode, whether it was a regular or the infrared search and tracking system, which we'll talk about in a second, and you see this aircraft coming out less than 300 feet from the ground, extremely slow, that it might have taken off already, and right above friendly airfield, do you really think it's an enemy aircraft? I mean, it's a 60-40% of chance, to be quite honest, that it's friendly. No, you should not, because it probably is a friendly aircraft. So you always have to check. There's no accidental deaths, especially in the military. Everything is intentional. You should know. You should always verify if it's friend or foe. Therefore, I'm going to talk about this. So the first thing, briefing. Read the fucking briefing. Look at the battlefield, read the briefing, know where your location is at. So once you click on the airport, on the airfield you're going to spawn at, go ahead and do the first thing, or the second thing I should say, is to refuel and then get your missiles or your bombs or your rockets, whichever you want to do. And while you're waiting for that, go back and see the map. Make sure you verify where you're at. Remember where your adversaries are at, and remember where your friendlies are at. Plan it out. It's simple as that. Then plan where you're going. Plan where other friendly airfields are at, just in case if you got shot and you're damaged and you need to do an emergency landing, or you're running out of fuel, or you run out of ammo and you got to replenish. Simple as that. It's extremely simple. So you got to look at your map on your navigation and look where you're at and just go for the next navigation, okay? And do your own checkpoints. It's very easy. You have to plan out everything. Once you're done with the planning, look at your radar. That's the next step. Look at your radar and see what adversaries are around you. What friendly aircraft are around you. If you have AWACS, AWACS will provide you that information to your radar. It's not that hard. So now that you know your location around you, go ahead. You should be already done with the refueling and replenishing the missiles. Once you're done with that, go ahead and do your regular startup procedure. Go ahead, request to start up, request to taxi, request to take off. And then once you take off, look at your checkpoint and look at your radar again. Then, here's your next step. Ask AWACS for a full picture. See where the bogeys are at. See if the bogeys are on this checkpoint or that checkpoint, just to make sure. After you're done with that, then go ahead and continue on the mission. But if you see something on your radar, something on your HUD screen, and you click on it, and you are so close that you're ready to get launch authorization, make sure it's not a friendly aircraft. Now, I'm going to explain this 1 second. So, on the regular scan mode, usually one dash means, or one line, it means it's an enemy aircraft. 2 of them is a friendly aircraft. And you can't shoot down an friendly aircraft. It won't let you. But on the one dash line, one dash, it will give you the launch authorization and you can shoot it down. Now, if you go to, and I'm going to show you this, to the regular infrared search and tracking system, it will tell you the Hearst. It will utilize its the rangefinder of just the heat sinking. Okay, it doesn't use regular laser rangefinder. It's just by heat sinking. Okay. Now, once that deploys the what's it called, the rangefinder into only heat sinking, it doesn't utilize this IFF, which is identification, friend or foe. So all of them, all the aircrafts on your HUD, it's going to be 1/line. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's friendly. It doesn't matter if it's enemy. They're all adversaries. That's what happened to me. When I took off and I was flying towards the bandits on its 6, I know my friendly aircraft saw me take off, but because we were all flying low, including the adversary aircraft, I know that his scan wasn't working properly because there were some mountains, there was low range flying we were doing, so he turned into the infrared search and tracking system using just infrared. So he saw a target, which I was painted heat sinking, which is my afterburners or my engines, and he shot me down. Because I'm going to show you this. It's I'm trying to get it right here. Okay, here we go. Target information on the HUD is presented in the form of the azimuth and the horizon. Yeah, target elevation and vertical. Yeah, got that. The IFF interrogator does not operate it with the infrared search and tracking system. So be absolutely sure that the target is an enemy target or enemy aircraft before attacking. This should be implemented in bold in that little square bracket, because people still don't understand that when you put the here it is, infrared search and track system, okay, it doesn't use IFF. It does not use it. So that's what happened to me. Is I was a victim. When I took off, I turned to the left, I banked, and I was going behind that Bandit 6, and my friendly aircraft, my other colleague, was flying towards the enemy, saw this other enemy. It's like, oh, this is one dash line. Click, scan, awesome, shoot, and he shot me down. That's what happened. He locked in, he shot the missile, and he shoot me down. There's no accidents. This is how it should have been done. First step, use the regular scan mode. You can't use it, you can't know what's 2 dashes or 1 dashes, then ask AWACS. Utilize other sources. AWACS is perfect for letting you know where the bogey's at. If he would have used the AWACS and saw that, wow, this aircraft at 120 is the enemy aircraft, however, I got this other aircraft at 101. You don't know if that's a good aircraft or not. And he's saying the only enemy aircraft is at 110. Maybe I should leave this aircraft alone because I'm not verified it's the enemy. So I passed that, and I'll put my heat-seeking missiles into this one, shoot down. You shot the proper aircraft. If he didn't use AWACS at all and just locked in on this 1 dash line and shot me down, then that's what happened, and he did it wrong. How about there's no AWACS? Well, then go to the third step. Use the radio. Ask TeamSpeak and say, hey, TeamSpeak, I'm locked into this aircraft at, bearing 130 right above a friendly airfield at less than 500 feet off the ground. I'm locked in on you. Are you friendly or foe? I would have said, oh, snap. Hey, dude, wave off. Friendly. I'm behind an adversary, which is at bearing 170. Is 7 to 10 more nautical miles away. But, hey, don't shoot me down. Then you will know that, hey, that was a friendly aircraft. Now, if you were on TeamSpeak and you tried your best, because number one, the scan mode doesn't work and the target is way too close, or there was ECM jammer and it won't let you paint the picture and do a good target lock and shoot it down. Okay, and you ask AWACS, but hey, the AWACS was shut down or is not available or something happened. Then you use TeamSpeak and you try to say to everybody, hey, I'm locked into this aircraft, and you shot it friendly aircraft down. It's not your fault because you tried all 3 steps. You tried using the scan mode, didn't work. Okay. You tried use AWACS, there's no AWACS. That sucks. Then you tried doing the radio and calling out and using the radio on TeamSpeak, didn't work out. It's not your fault because you tried all 3 steps. If you just tried 1 step, which usually is the scan mode, and didn't work out, and you just go out for the kill, it's your fault. It's totally your fault because you didn't utilize AWACS. You didn't use AWACS properly. That's probably what else happened. Nor you went on TeamSpeak and say, hey, I am this aircraft, target lock on this aircraft, right above friendly airfield, because it was above friendly airfield at 300 feet off the ground, bearing 170, 160. If you didn't do that, it's totally your fault. So that's the proper steps. Is read the briefing, know where you're at, plan, look at the radar, you take off, you utilize AWACS for a full picture, know where the enemies are at, do your mission. All right, you find some targets. Hey, the scan works, the scan mode works, so it could paint the IFF, friendly or foe. This is friendly, this is friendly, this is foe. You can shoot those down. But once you're behind an aircraft and it has ECM, and this ECM, it could be friendly, it could be a foe, and you're not too sure, ask AWACS. Go to the second step, AWACS. That didn't work out, or you don't have any AWACS at all, go to the third final step, ask TeamSpeak. After that, do your best judgment. Okay, if you do those 3 steps, that is almost a guarantee that you won't do a friendly fire. You won't shoot anyone down, any friendly aircrafts down. Okay, so that's my video. This is in reference to that. So that's it. That's all it's about. The biggest thing I want to say at the end, read the fucking manual. Okay, read the manual about the active sensors, how to utilize the tracking system, which sensors or which mode does not utilize the IFF. This is just for the Su-27 and the Su-33. Other aircrafts are different. Every aircraft is different, I should say. Okay, the MiG-21, the any other aircrafts, the Su-25. The F-14 that's coming out, it's gonna be different as well. Obviously, the F-15, the F-18 that's coming in, the A-10. I mean, all these aircraft utilize the modes, the air-to-air modes differently. Therefore, read the fucking manual. That's the most important part. So this shouldn't happen. This other person should have thought, well, this aircraft was taken off from a friendly aircraft, and because I didn't hear AWACS when I was going behind this bogey 6. You could have waited an extra 5 seconds to really know this is a friend or foe. That's it. This is Top Gun Maverick Pilot here in DCS World, and this is about friendly or foe.